Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing Black Desert Online, and right now I've got a recipe up for Clown's Blood. It's one of the components that I use to make the armor, the grade 3 armor reform stones, and I have been buying it off the marketplace, but I thought, well, geez, I haven't done anything in alchemy in this game. Why don't I try making a component that I actually use? So here we are. This is what you need to make the Clown's Blood. If I scroll over here, you're going to find that wolf blood is one of the bloods that I can use for this. And that is where I am right now in the game. I'm going to hit the M key. And if you scroll here, this is Heidel. So if you're new to this game, if you go north of Heidel, here's Villia. And I'm right here in the backwoods of Villia. Well, geez, the closest node I would say is this one right here. So this is where I'm standing. And right here is a pack of there's a pack of wolves. And what I do here is I use one of these guys here, these fluid collectors. And here I got 4 bloods for that. Alright, well, I want to make sure I didn't have my my gatherers on. I'm going to put my gathering costume on. And I'm going to drink or I'm going to eat a fig pie, which gives me a better drop rate. Okay, that's really what I want to do. So I'm just going to go and kill a few wolves here. I'm not going to do a whole video of me just killing wolves. I am going to do a video of me showing you how I'm collecting this stuff. And then show you how to actually do the alchemy part of it. So you're just going to watch me collect a few more wolf bloods here, just so you can see how easy this process is. You just kill a few wolves, and even if you don't want to use this blood for yourself, wolf's blood actually sells quickly on the auction house because it's used in a few components. Now, I'm going to be doing some future videos on alchemy and how do you make real aggressive money. But really right now, I'm just doing the basic collection here so that I can make my own Clown's Blood. So I am going to pause the video here, and then we'll move on to the next segment. Okay, so I had paused it for a sec there. So after a little bit of grinding the wolves, I do have the wolf blood that I need. And that is the component here. The other component that I need is this clear liquid reagent. Now I can make this, but it's going to require some more gathering on my part because I had to gather the wolf's blood, and I would have to gather the wild grass at least, and get the sunrise herb node up above Villia. Let me show you where that node is, and I don't have that node currently. So as you can see, I've brought that ingredient up on the marketplace. I'm just going to buy that portion of it so we can get started with this. But I will buy a few of these. So this way I don't have to go out and get the wild grass and go get that node. But I will show you where you would get that node. It's up here. It's way up here to the very top. And here it is. Sunrise herb. So you would need this as a component to make this clear liquid reagent, which I just bought a bunch off the auction house, and they weren't that much money. And then you would go get wild grass. So you could walk up to any bush and gather with your hands to get the wild grass. So I just don't want to spend all my day having to go, get wild grass and the wolf's blood. So I'm just going to buy out this component that I need here. Now the powder of darkness and the spirit leaves, I have plenty of those in my my warehouse, and we'll see that once we get to my warehouse. So we're going to run down here to my warehouse. Here we go. All right. Almost there. Oh, wow. There was a little bit of lag. I'm seeing that since they introduced the Dark Knight there, these channels have been somewhat crowded, so we've been experiencing a little bit of lag. So it was powder of darkness I needed. Let's just go down and see how much of that I've got. I know I've been collecting all sorts of powders. Alright, here's my powder of darkness. I've got like, what, 22,000 of those? So what I'm going to do is I'll put 500 in my inventory here. That doesn't weigh all that much. These are the reagents I need. The wolf's blood, I got 214 of those, and that was only 23 energy points to get that, so that wasn't too bad. And then we're looking at the next ingredient that we need is a spirit leaf. And if I go to my warehouse, yeah, I've got 708 of those. And I actually been selling those because I haven't been using them for anything. And I've got a bunch of them in Calpheon. So I'll pick up 500 of those. So it looks like I get everything I need other than the alchemy table. And again, I've never done any alchemy in this game. Look at this. My alchemy score is 0%. So this is all new to me. But I just thought to myself, well, I want to try to get that score higher than 0%, and I do use the clown's blood for a lot of stuff that I make in this game, and I've just been buying that outright. So we're going to go into this shop here, and I believe this guy should sell us an alchemy table. No, this guy is not the alchemy table. Alright, so this guy doesn't sell alchemy table. It must be another person altogether. So let me pause the video right here so I can quickly Google search it, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I didn't have to go far. It was a general goods vendor is what we needed to be at, and that was right outside of that tavern we had walked into. So that person's right here. So you hit R and talk to the person. Okay, and I'm just gonna, we've got a couple types here. I'm gonna get the 50,000 one. It's similar to the cooking utensil that you can get for making beer. So we're gonna go up to the house and we're gonna get this started so you can see how easy this is. Now, the next thing I'm going to try making is Tyrant's Blood, because that sells for 25,000 silver per blood. So what I was hoping to do is make a bunch of this Clown's Blood to get my alchemy up. And then I was going to start making Tyrant's Blood for the money, because that seems to sell pretty good. And the ingredients are different, obviously. I'll have to get the ingredients for that. You can see I no longer have my cooking tables here. I made room for my alchemy table. So I'm going to go to place mode. I'm going to go down here and find my alchemy table. Here it is. All right, we're going to just put that in here. We'll go up against the wall. There we go. All right, that's all we have to do. All right. So here we are. So now I've got to bring up that website again. If you just give me a second, I will bring that up. Okay, so here we are. This is the Clown's Blood recipe, the Spirit Leaf, the Powder of Darkness. It's like a 1-1-1-2 kind of thing. So it looks like it's not that complex. So I'm gonna hit R here. It looks like it's one of these. Okay, it's one of these. It's 2 of the blood. Okay, it's in the Powder of Darkness, in one of those. So let's see if we get it going, right? I mean, it should be similar to cooking, right? So just hit, yep, I want you to do maximum 107. I'm going to hit OK. And here I am. First time ever Tarkis is doing alchemy. As I said, I got 0% in alchemy. But again, I use this Clown's Blood for everything, or at least for the weaponry. Failed to alchemy when the wrong number of ingredients are used. Cooking may fail. Okay. Do you want to proceed? No. Okay, so the first time I screwed it up somehow. So let's again look at that website. It's saying 2 blood, one of these. So it's 1, 1, 1, 2. Maybe I didn't put 2 of the wolf's blood in. Yeah, I mean, it's saying 1, 1, 1, 2. So maybe I just made an error. I didn't put 2 of the wolf blood in. Let me go. Wolf blood. 2. Okay. One of these. One of these. And powder of darkness. One of those. Let's just click here. That's powder of darkness. So we know it should go. It should do what I need it to do, right? I mean, I followed the instructions. Maybe my alchemy's not high enough to make it. That could be it too. I'm going to say to proceed, yes, just until I make it, I guess. I didn't get, oh, I did get experience for that, so, alright. Now it's telling me failed alchemy when you use the wrong number of ingredients to be used. Cooking may fail. The recipe may require a certain level. Oh, it probably requires a certain level to get it done. So here I am. I might be just wasting my time trying to make the clown's blood right off the bat. I might have to do something simpler. Which is, okay. I mean, I just figured I could get right into this. But there's probably, yeah, I'm not getting, if you look at my experience, I'm not getting any experience for failing. So it's definitely a level thing. Let me look at the ingredients here and see if it's saying that I need to be a certain proficiency. Oh, skill level apprentice 1 is what I need. There it is. And if Tarkis would have read it, don't do a Tarkis. Well, this video still applies. I mean, this is what you need to get it done. And I've explained how you do it through this video, where the wolves are, the powder of darkness and the spirit leaf. You've just got to find the nodes that provide that and send a worker out. I don't really remember where those nodes are. I have a worker coming out of Caltheon. I've got a worker coming out of Trent that's going to the Cedar node. I believe there's a spirit leaf there. As a powder of darkness, I think it's out of an iron node somewhere that I've got. And again, I bought the clear liquid regent off the auction house because I didn't want to waste any more energy points going to having to gather the wild grass or spending any more time in this process. And here I'm going to have to go find something easier to make, which shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get to apprentice 1 without too much difficulty. So I'll go find something easier to make, and then I'll finally be able to make my own clown's blood. Because what I've been saying throughout this video is I use it. And I use it for these factories here that make me my this right here, this grade 3 reform stone. See the clown's blood? I need 2 of those for this ingredient. And I said, hey, why not? If I can make that and get my alchemy up, bonus. So don't do a Tarkis and start this process until you get to apprentice 1. But again, this video pretty much kind of summed it all up for you, and I will be labeling it clown's blood. So thank you for joining me. I hope this helped. I had fun doing it. And if you have any questions, please send them my way. All right. Thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkis Zone.